Yeah.
I've pulled a borderless and normal roaming throne. I've pulled
Yeah.
almost every dinosaur except Calamari.
Yeah.
I've pulled multiple O'Hares in the borderless. I have never pulled a Skull Spore next.
I started while you were I started while you were going on. I was just people start hopping in. I was like,
I have pulled probably every single mythic in the entire set.
That's insane.
Except Skull Spore Nexus, and of course, the first mythic we pull tonight is a Skull Spore Nexus.
I mean, that's me with what is it? OTJ. Mm-hmm. I've gotten I got all of the hits from OTJ that were really popular. Yeah. The only one I didn't get was Bristly Bill.
The amount of OTJ collectors I have opened within the past week.
Yeah.
I've probably ripped almost 50.
Damn.
And we have yet to see one of those goddamn cactus.
I'm convinced it's just not gonna happen. But what's going on, guys? We're here for another. What?
Did you ever get me set up?
Hold up. Just about to set it up.
Hold up.
You can give me a second. Yeah, my givvies are there, dude.
You're on invalid duration for your time. It means that you started your show off. There we go.
Yeah, it's because I started it early. Silly Billy.
No, it's here, hold up. There you go. Okay, good. Alright, you're set. It means the time changed right as you started stream, so it didn't register.
Oh, that's weird.
So it wouldn't have counted for your time, but
let me clock in.
Yeah.
Let me clock in, brother.
Alright, have fun.
Alright, later. But as for you guys, what's going on tonight? We got a lot happening. We have EOE sealed as always, but we also got a hot singles auto box, and I just got a refresh on some new spicy singles. I got a nice big box here full of all sorts of stuff. I mean, I'm talking just phenomenal stuff. Well, I'm taking a look real quick, see what we got in here. Yeah, we got EOE singles, we got Bloomborough, we got all sorts of stuff that I'm going to be throwing up. So, I'll be starting that up shortly. But first, as always with all our streams, we gotta start with a giveaway. Let me just clock in real quick before I start working for free. Alright. We will be starting with... yeah. We'll do a giveaway of foundations. Check that out. So we are going to start the giveaway. So make sure you hop in while you can. Like I mentioned, we're going to be doing an auto box singles tonight. So we got quite a few hits on it. Like, we got some pretty solid stuff that I was looking through. The hits tonight are going to be Dollarometh, Blood Crypt, Eye of Light. Oh, and this one isn't going to... Okay, I got to move the Givey. I'd have to... Yeah, we'll put the Givey up here. I don't think anyone's going to be buying too much crazy Ixalan. You guys probably just got like a little sneak peek of it. But it is Force of Will. So that is going to be our big hit for the Givey tonight. Got those lined up here. So, well, not Givey, in the auto box. In the auto box. I'm tweaking. I'm so sorry. I'd say these are going to be the hits for the auto box. You can hop in the auto box. It is the Ty's Hot Hits Singles auto box. And then, like I mentioned earlier, we have our upcoming just singles that I'm going to be rotating through. So I'm just letting people hop in the stream right now. Hope you guys are all having a good night tonight. That's how I'm ready to start rocking. And as always, we got a bunch of stuff in the bin. So if you see anything that looks interesting, go on and give it a buy. We can open it here on stream, or we can send it to you. Whatever works. Oh my gosh, sorry. And some weird heartburn stuff there. That was strange. Welcome, 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 welcome. That's $2 million. That's $2. So the folks hopping in, make sure you hop in our giveaway. We're giving away a Foundations booster pack. And as you can see, I got some of the hits up right now. That's going to be for our auto box tonight. Kyrie, welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. That's great to have you here. Nothing much. Nothing much. We just got a lot of stuff happening tonight. I'd say right now I got the hits up for the the auto box tonight, and then I have a nice new box of spicy singles that I'm gonna be throwing up, all starting at $1, so we don't have to worry about any of it being like over. It's all gonna start at just $1. That's it. I'm really excited tonight. I'm hoping tonight's gonna be a pretty good night. That's it. We got a good crowd so far, hopping in for this giveaway. Let's see, we got about 2 minutes. I think I'm good to probably start throwing up some singles. I don't see why not. Shaking that jelly, shaking that jam. Oh, you're right. I gotta break that habit. I gotta break the habit of saying throwing up. I don't know why, but it just happens so naturally. And I'm trying to, yeah, that's the thing, everyone does it. And so it's like, I'm trying to like think of the alternative, the one that's gonna flow. Yeah, I'm gonna vomit up some singles real quick. I'm gonna just start puking up some singles for you guys. You know, just gonna. That'd be crazy. I was like, that'd be insane. Yeah, what's up, Elite? Yeah, they joined at like the worst time. Talking about alternatives to saying throwing up singles, because like that's the thing, like it's like the go-to, but it sounds yucky. Up close magic is the new craze. Oh, dude, no. I know people like that, and I would just be sitting there. What makes me special? I'm your singles guy. I got your singles, dude. I got a box of new singles right here. I'd say I'll be tossing up all the good singles. I'd say, but no, I know tons of people like that, and I remember one time one of them was getting on my nerves, so I just started making noises. It was great. The single guy has singles, guy. This is true. This is true. I'd say as much as it kind of hurts to acknowledge, yeah, this is a true statement. The singles with mingles, yep. I'd say they are mingling. They're mingling about the studio right now. They're kind of like dancing around. Yeah, just no. I'd say no. She's not. She's not. That'd be crazy if I was like the whole time I'm looking over. You know, just waiting. All right, we got our giveaway winner popping off right now. Congratulations, Hupcake, on winning the giveaway. I'd say we are going to be opening a box of foundations. Well, not a box. Holy smokes, that'd be insane. That'd be insane. A pack of foundation. I don't know what is happening tonight. I'm having a rough night already, and I just got here. Maybe I do have the right singles for you, Elite. Maybe I do. But first, let's open Hupcake's Foundation Booster. Let's see what we got. Real excited here. All right. So, starting with a Scion of the Deep token, Windscarred Crag. Cephalid Ink Mage is going to be your foil. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Sky Knight Squire is going to be your rare. Meteor Golem. Midnight Snack. Elvish Regrower. Ruby Daring Tracker. Evolving Wilds. Incinerating Blast. Crypt Feaster. Aegis Turtle. Healer's Hawk. Uncharted Voyage. Arlid Colony. And that's your pack. Ooh, Kyrie already going in. I'd say congratulations on getting the Rakdos, Patron of Chaos. Very cool, very cool. Just gotta sleeve these up for you real quick. I'd say, but yeah, we got a ton of stuff in there. I got the hits up in front of us right now. That is the, oh my gosh, Minimo School of Water's Edge. There's a Blood Crypt, Eye of Ugin, and the Force of Will. I'd say those are going to be the hits for the auto box tonight. I'd say, I got to start cranking out these bags. Because I select shipping, but lately it's only been making everything says pickup. That's weird, because someone was having the problem just the other night They wanted to set up for pickup, but they could only get shipped. And it was so weird. I don't know, man. Whatnot's whatnot, you know? I'd say it just loves being just perfect for us, you know? Let's find this Rakdos for you. There it is. Oh, wow. That was like the first one. All right. This is your Rakdos, Patron of Chaos. Beginning of the end step, target opponent may sacrifice 2 non-land, non-token permanents. If they don't, you draw 2 cards. I said not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Elite Hacker going in, getting the Jumbo Cactuar borderless. Very nice, very nice. Yup, here it is. The Jumbo Cactuar borderless with the 10,000 needles. I think they're struggling with the door. Oh, cool. Let's see, but congratulations, Elite Hacker 21. Aw, love you too, Zooks. Nah, I'm chilling.
Okay, cool. Wonderful.
Just hitting the auto box. Ooh, alright. Xenogods. God of Revel. Alright, let me find that Xenogods for you real quick. Woo! They have a lot of cards starting with Y. That's weird. That is a good pull. Xenogods is pretty solid. I'd say it's the Satyr god from Theros. I actually really enjoy it, and I'm thinking of getting the Planeswalker Xenogods for my landfall deck. So I will add this to your bag as well, Elite Hacker. Okay, so now that I've gotten all the Autobox stuff so far, I think it's time we start throwing up some spicy singles. There were so many good blocks, and I wish I was playing Magic earlier so that I could have been there for them, but unfortunately I was not. I was too young for me to properly enjoy and experience them. Luminarch Ascension, alright, going in for another. Let's see. Where's the Luminarch Ascension? There it is. I was there for revive. That's fair. I'd say that's also a really good one. $8.99 for a starter deck? That's insane. Here's your Luminarch Ascension. At the beginning of each opponent's end step, if you didn't lose life this turn, you may put a quest counter on it, and then put a 4/4 white angel creature token onto the battlefield. Activated only if it has 4 more quest counters. $3 for a booster. I wish. Oh, wow. Okay, going in. Retrozz, the New Dawn. There it is. Alright, here's your Retrozz, the New Dawn from Aether Drift. Menace, lifelink, indestructible. Cannot attack unless there are 7 or more cards in exile. And whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from graveyards and or battlefield, draw a card, lose 1 life. Alright, and up next is Bright Climb Pathway. Grim. Wow, you are going in on our auto box tonight, Elite Hacker. I said, Leah, let me see if I can find that. Ooh. I haven't even been able to throw up any of my singles yet. Is it going for one of the hits? Oh, I appreciate it, man. I really do appreciate it. Oh, damn. Sorry, I'm just looking at some of the stuff we got in here. We got some pretty interesting stuff. Where is it? Alright, hold on. I'm about to put this down. Omniscience! I see that. Okay, okay. Okay, there we go. Found your bright climb pathway with your grim climb pathway. Found it. Oh my goodness. Alright, up next, Elite, you got Omniscience. Pretty crazy, if I do say so myself, which I do. I say that, yeah. Yeah, I'll say that. Omniscience, there it is. You may cast spells from your hand without paying their mana cost. And then Kyrie getting, ooh, Igra, Eater of All. How do you say that? Igra? Igra, is that it? Is it like an E? Igra? Igra. That sounds right. But anyway, here it is. Ward, sacrifice food. Other creatures are food artifacts in addition to their types and have 2 sacrifices permanent to gain life. Whenever food is put into a graveyard from battlefield, put 2+1/+1 counters. Ooh! Dark Confidant. Awesome, awesome. Oh, you're gonna build a deck? That's actually really sick. I've thought about building a deck off the one Golgari Wolf from Kaldheim. I don't remember what it is. I don't remember. But let me find your Dark Confidant. Alright. Oh, I'm so proud. I'm so happy. Here's your Dark Confidant. And you are getting a Morphic Pool as well, Elite. Going in tonight. Alright. I said, I didn't even been able to throw up any of my singles yet. This is crazy. Here's your Morphic Pool. Okay. I'm about to just put this right here so it's easier to grab. I was going to put it off to the side. And we go for the Aura of Silence. Your Aura gone. No, Portland. That's what I'm saying, man. Here's your Aura of Silence. That's actually a dirty spell. I don't like that. 2 more to play artifacts and enchantments. I'd say, yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to start singles. Get Rog Ravenous Ride. This is another one that I'm thinking of building. There are so many cool, Golgari commanders. And this is another one I was thinking of building. Because it's so interesting. Okay, let me actually get these in your bag, Elite, because I was like, I haven't even been able to get them in your bag. I've just been tossing them in your little thing here, your slot. All right, there we go. You'll stop when you want to stop. 10-4, Captain. Marcy needs that frog. Tell her I have that frog. I'd say, tell her I have that frog. I said, I got that frog. I mean, I was going to give the Vaultborn Tyrant to Jack, but he already got his, apparently. That's it. She needs the Ravenous Ride one? Yeah, that's it. That's perfectly fine. Final Showdown. That sounds like an OTJ card. Please, I'm praying, because that's like, it sounds like an OTJ card, and I hope it is. Marcy can talk to you about it. Word. It is an OTJ. I knew it. I love this card. The Final Showdown. It is one of the spree cards. All creatures lose all abilities until end of turns. Choose a creature you control gains indestructible and destroy all creatures. This is kind of a crazy ability. Steam Vents. I don't know if I do. I mean, I can look. I think these are these alphabetized? They are not alphabetized. I can look through when we're doing spicy singles. Spire Bluff Canal's coming up next. Holy spamoli, dude. This is the extended art from OTJ. Pretty nice if I do say so myself. And I do. Also, 2 OTJ cards back to back. We love to see it. I say we love OTJ. I mean, I love OTJ. You know, I personally, I love that set. Dude, if I run out of this auto box within the first hour, I will lose my mind. I'll actually, you know what? I'll have to think of something. But I might lose my mind for real. For realsies. OTJ is phenomenal. I think it was one of the best sets from that year. Here's Remembrance. Whenever a non-token creature you control is put into a graveyard, you may search your library for a copy of that creature card. If you do, reveal the card, put it into your hand, and shuffle your library afterward. Not a commander card, but if you're running like Vintage or something, you know, or a card that has like the, oh, you can run multiple copies of this card. Leyline of the Guild pack coming up next. I don't know how many. I'll skeptical here about. Yeah, that's the thing. Everyone was worried it was gonna be another hat set, and people still call it a hat set. But I think it's unique enough to not be a hat set. I'm just gonna say it. And honestly, I will take a hat set over a Universes Beyond any day of the week. Here's your Leyline of the Guild pack. I'd say that is my personal opinion. I would rather have a hat set than, you know, what did I just say? Am I tweaking? I might be. The Universe Beyond, that's what it was. Here's the Bow of Nylea. Dude, I'm trying. These, okay, first of all, these are all bangers. Don't get it twisted, okay? You've hit some bangers. Let's rewind a little bit. Let's take a look at some of the stuff you got, alright? You got the foil extended art, the Gitrog Ravenous Ride. You got Dark Confidant. Omniscience. So there's some. You got Xenagos and the Jumbo Cactuar. You've been getting some bangers. You got some bangers. Ooh, the Earth Crystal. I have that card in my, what is it? I don't remember. Oh, my Blaster deck. Just because it's such an awesome card. Here it is. You're the Earth Crystal. Just because it's a +1/+1 counter doubler. So for a deck that's based around the modular mechanic, it makes sense the same way Branching Evolution or Hardened Scale. Is that the one, Hardened Scales? With the enchantment. I don't remember. It's like a 1-drop for green, and it gives like an extra +1/+1 counter whenever you put counters on a creature. I think it is Hardened Scales, because I'm thinking of Snakeskin Veil as the instant that you can put a +1/+1 counter on a creature and give it indestructible, I think. Ooh, Love Spider Queen. Okay. Hey, look, Lightning Greaves. Here's the Loth Spider Queen from the Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. Vicky is not here, and I don't know if she's at the shop. It just sounds like a Whatnot issue, because we tried to figure out what was going on with the other, like the thing where it was like, oh, pickup versus shipping. And so it might just be Whatnot, to be honest. I'll message Vicky about it tonight. Or I can, you know what? I can just message her now. I'm so silly. I also forgot to clock in. I literally I was like, I'm gonna clock in. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna clock in, guys. And I forgot to clock in. I'm so silly. I don't know what I'm thinking. Uja Genome Sorcerer. Interesting. Okay, while that loads, I'm gonna find your card for you. Where is it? Cujo. Not to be confused with Kudo, my favorite. Yeah, I get it. I get it, Kyrie. Here's your Kuja Genome Sorcerer. One turns into Trans Kuja Fate Defined. Okay, there we go. I'm clocked in now. I'm finally, 15 minutes later, I'm clocked in. Yeah, I know, Final Fantasy, it's eh. I have voiced how I feel about Final Fantasy before. It's just not for me. So for it to be a Magic set, yeah, I'll talk to Vicky. I'll see what I can. Send this message. I'd say yeah. I get the nostalgia for Final Fantasy for people who enjoyed Final Fantasy, but I was not into Final Fantasy, so to me it didn't give me any. Ooh. There's a hit. There's your hit. The Eye of Ugin. Check that out. I'd say you got your hit, Elite. You know what they say, 99% of gamblers stop right before they hit it big. You just gotta keep going. And there you go. You kept going, and you got your dub. You got the Eye of Ugin. I mean, that's not too shabby if I do say so myself. And I do. On the auto box. Archdruid's Charm. Gotcha. Did you see the dub and we're like, oh man, I gotta get in on this? As the extended art. That's so real. Here's your Archdruid's Charm. Honestly, that's so real. That's something I would do. Going in on Igra? Yeah, that's so fair. I'd say I would love to hear about it. I would love to love to hear about it. Because it sounds really interesting. As like making everything a food token and then forcing them to do something about it. Nothing to lose. Force them to eat it? That's crazy, yeah. I mean, that is what it is. Force them to eat. Let them eat cake, you know? Ellie, are you gonna go in on any more for the auto box? Or should I start throwing up singles for everyone else? You thinking about it? You thinking? I'd say, I'm very curious on like whether or not it's like should I start with the singles or should I don't know why my hair feels so weird right now. I think it might just be the sunscreen because I tried spray sunscreen today. Vraska Golgari Queen, gotcha. Perfect, there it is. Vraska Golgari Queen. Oh, okay. Chandra's Ignition. Ooh, very, very cool, very cool. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Very cool card. Very, very cool card, especially in like a Stompy deck. You get like a nice Gruul Stompy deck where you can get the ramp for it, and then hit him with the Chandra's Ignition. Bam. Exemplar of Light is going to be your next card. Where is it? Where is it? One last. All right, all right. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. We are almost 30 minutes in. Well, we're like halfway through to the next Givey. Here's your Exemplar of Light. One more. Let's see what we get. Oil Slick Island. Let me find the I for Island. I'm on a dent head. It should be right here. Gross. I don't know. I think it looks okay. It's not horrible. It's one of the really nice Phyrexian oil, you know, islands. But I mean, if that's not your thing, I get it. I get it. Can't blame you for you going in for another because you just didn't like it. Enduring Tenacity. Let me see if I can find it. Ooh. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Here's the Enduring Tenacity. Holy smokes, man. Core Haven is going to be your next card. No, that's not it. There it is. No, I don't hate Elite. I'm going to tell you right now. You have made this auto box worth it already. Because, you know, we're starting off the auto box. Why would I hate you for popping off my first auto box? This is great. We already hit one of the hits. This is awesome. I love you. Here's your Core Haven. That's actually really crazy. That'd be kind of cool. I do hate tax collectors. I do hate tax collectors. Pest Control, all right. This is true though. I'd say that. What do you mean you're gonna need it? Dude, Bob from accounting has been causing me so many problems. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about him, Bob. I don't want to talk about him. Here's your Pest Control. Destroy all non-land permanents with mana value 1 or less. Is that from Big Score? Yeah, that's from Big Score. That's the OTJ one. Breath Stealer's Crypt. Yeah, Token Killer, yeah. Pretty crazy Token Killer. Let me see if I can find the card instead of being, you know. There it is. Breath Stealer's Crypt. That's an old card, because that's when it still says he or she instead of target player, or like player does this. That's how you know a card's old. You got another Xenagos, God of Rebels. Hey, Xenagos is cool. It could there are worse dupes that you could get. I guarantee there are worse dupes. Here's another Xenagos. I pinky promise there are worse dupes. I'm gonna have to make you another bag if I ever plan on sealing this. I'll just have to remember that at the end of the night. Make you another bag. Bump up the tunes a little bit. Where is it? I don't want it to be too loud. There we go. Bear Umbra. That's pretty cool. The Umbras are really cool. I actually really like the Umbras. Let me see if I can find it. I'd say because the way the Umbras work, it's interesting. So yeah, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 whenever this creature attacks. Untap all lands you control. Totem Artem. If it would be destroyed, remove all damage from anyone. This is a super cool card, if you ask me. Because it essentially gives you, when you go to your second main phase, you have all of your mana back to cast stuff. You done? Alright, you got the Wrenn and Realm Breaker. I'm good. I'm good. Alright, here's your Wrenn and Realm Breaker. That's actually really cool. Plans to cast permanent spells in the graveyard. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You done? That is a cool card. I'm gonna have to pick that one up. I'm gonna write that down. Wrenn and Realm Breaker, because that's actually really cool and would go banger in a landfall deck. And that's the thing, I try to give Planeswalkers some love because Planeswalkers are really cool. It's an interesting mechanic, and I feel like more often than not, people I meet don't know what to do with Planeswalkers. I don't know if it's just they forget that you attack the Planeswalker directly, and so just attacking the player doesn't do anything. But I feel like more often than not, you know, someone will put a Planeswalker down, and it just sits there. People are like, I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to do about it. And it's like, dude, attack the Planeswalker. Yeah, Super Friends. Yeah, I'd say it's all Planeswalkers. Cleared the way for others. I mean, I'd say yeah. I'd say this is your little baggie right now. This is your little baggie. As it makes a nice fat sound. I see Jack just hopped in. I'll do what Jack does. He always gives it a nice big clap. What do you mean that's it? You say that's it like it's, you know, nothing crazy. Kyrie going in. Sunfall. Okay, that's cool. Let's see if I can find it. Where's Sunfall? Sunfall. This is the extender for. It's not small. It's not small. I'd say we got Sunfall right here. We can be ripping packs if you feel like buying a pack. Right now we have the auto box up. In fact, you know what? I am going to pin this. I'd say we have our little. Where is it? In surprise set. There we go. Yeah, we have the hot hit single auto box. Going in for. Not yet. Not yet. It hasn't been an hour. That's it. We have not been streaming for an hour. That's it. Give it time. Give it time. But lucky you, Keef Chief, is that we got a sealed box right here. So you get the choice of prime spot from anywhere in the box, or you could have me hot hands it. So just let me know and we'll get it started. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah, but it's not drinking. We're not drinking here. I can't drink. So the 5 o'clock somewhere rule doesn't even apply to me. You mean why can't I drink? Oh, I gotta get this. Good night. And so yeah, I can't drink, so 5 o'clock doesn't work on me. Alright, there we go. And you said L2 with a rip. Alright. Getting this bad boy open. Look, I'm only a year away. I'm less than. Yeah, I'm old enough to play Magic, yeah. And you said that is L2, Keef Chief. All right. Put that back up there. Let's see what we get. I always hear that the luck is on R2, so L2 is an interesting pick to, in my eyes, because yeah, people always harping about L2 or R2. Ooh, this one's sealed up. There's just got to be something good in there. They sealed this one up very much. Yeah, Jack, you gonna hop in? You gonna hop in, Jack? You gonna hop in the auto box? I don't do that. That's Jack's thing. I don't spank my packs. Oh, come on, Jack. You should totally, for me. You should give the card to me, because I was going to give you that Ballborn Tyrant. Alright, up next is Starbreach Whale. Night Luminary. Ooh, Sammy's Curiosity. Lost in Space, Harmonious Grove Strider, Dual Sun Adepts, Alpha Rail, Dreaming Acolyte, Seed Ship, Agrian. We got a Swamp in the Galaxy foil. Love to see it, love to see it. Ooh, Entropic Battle Cruiser, very nice. Numidian Hatchery, Pinnacle Star Cage, Stirring Wildwood is very nice, very nice. Ooh, Beyond the Quiet in the Borderless. Borderless foil. Look at that. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh. And a bird token. Alright, I will get all of this packed and sealed, shipped to you. So we got 1, 2, 3. No problem, no problem. That's what I'm saying. I'd say, like, you know. Yeah, the art on these cards are just beautiful. Oh, you're going in for another. Sorry, that's it. That's just really funny that you're gonna go in for another one. All right, let me find the. This is Keef Chief. I will check that. Let's see. What? What do you mean he pushed you? I see, okay. Oh, they are color-coded. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Always lurking? All right. So let's see. Make sure I didn't miss. I see you going in for another. Yep, Savara, Queen of Golgari. Let me find that for you real quick. There it is. I didn't know she lurked like that. Here's the Savara, Queen of Golgari. The art is nice. The art is really nice. Chatterfang? That's, I mean, come on! Hey man, what's going on? Let me find the Chatterfang. Where's the Chatterfang? I know it's in here. I know. There it is. Here is your Chatterfang Elite. Got the Forest Walk. Always good to see. Always good to see. check something. I thought it would redline as. That's really funny. I did show them the blood crypt. I showed them all of them. I'd say here's our blood crypt that's available in the auto box. That's it. I thought I did. I put them up at the front. It's Galaxy Foil, yeah. Because I know I definitely showed the Force of Will. I know I showed the Force of Will. Up next is... Okay. Here's your Nykthos Shrine to Nyx. And here, I will show off all of the hits right now. So first, we have Dol Amroth as Monamo School at Water's Edge. We have the Blood Crypt in the Galaxy Foil too. Yeah, that's in the Galaxy Foil. And of course, our big hit is the Force of Will. And Elite, you already got the Eye of Ugin. So that's already one hit, you know, that we've been able to dish out. So we still got 3 more and a ton more in this box. A ton of cool stuff in here from what I've seen, just like trying to find the cards for Elite. We got a bunch of awesome stuff. Eye of Oogie already gone. I'd say, yeah, Oogie, I'd say, eye of the old Oogster, he's gone. Almost. That's kind of funny. I say, yeah, like, I'm looking, we got a ton of cool stuff in here. I was looking, I was like, oh my gosh. That's crazy. Vicky, you should try your luck. I am getting treated right now. I'm not gonna lie. I am getting treated right now. Oh, okay. Don't. A waffle ball bat? Yoey. Thank you. I'd say thank you very much, Vicky, for hopping in. Oh my gosh. I totally missed the clever concealment. I feel so silly. I'm so sorry. I'd say it is a good thing. I'd say, yeah, I was going through there and I was like, I feel like I'm missing something. And I was right. I was so right. Here's the clever concealment that was one. Oh, yes. Kyrie wants to build. Who's TJ? I ain't TJ. I don't know who you're talking to. That ain't me. I'd say I'm no TJ. I'm not TJ. That's the funny thing. Here is Kyrie's next commander that Kyrie will be building. But my name isn't even a TJ name. I don't understand. Alright, let's see. Let me find that one and gotta find it. Hold on. Here it is. This is the one, the Savara, Queen of the Golgari. gonna get all these back in the bag. Oh my gosh. Pulls except Yugra. Gotcha, gotcha. Let me just try and get these back in the bag. I had them in there before. I don't know what happened. Whatever, I have to make a new bag anyway. Alright, let's see. Kyrie, other than the Igra, you got... the Archdruid's Charm. This is the search your library for a creature or land, counter, and then exile target artifact or enchantment. Sunfall. Exile all creatures, incubate X. X is the number of creatures incubated. Exile this way. And the Rakdos, Patron of Chaos. This is the sacrifice 2 non-land permanents. If they don't, you draw 2 cards. The first one, the Archdruid's Charm. Gotcha. This is the choose one, search your library for a creature or land card, reveal it, put onto the battlefield tapped. If it's a land, otherwise put into your hand, then shuffle. It is a really nice card. It is pretty nice. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control if its damage is equal to the power to target creature you don't control, and exile target artifact or enchantment. I'm just gonna put that right there. Actually, no, I'll put it off to the side. Got no problem doing that. The second option, it's a solid option. You can't go wrong. Like I always love just making a creature a little bit stronger because it always seems to work out for for me just to have it be like that 1 point stronger. That, and I just adore +1/+1 counters. So, I might have a problem with like watching the numbers go up. That's what I'm saying, yeah. Papadino, I see you just hopped in. How you doing? You might not be able to imagine it with Igra if that's what Hacker goes for. Sorry. I'm sorry. That was... It was like in my face. Alright. To everyone that's joining in, we do have a Hot Hits Singles Auto Box. So I got a bunch of singles here. Ooh, Kyrie going in for another, I see. Summon Knights of the Round. Oh, wow. See if I can find it. That's Summon Behemoth. There it is. Summon Knights of the Round. Create 3 2/2 Knight tokens 4 times, and then other creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. Put an indestructible counter on each of them. And then it becomes a 3/3 Knight with indestructible. So, pretty cool. Very cool. Very cool, even. Damn. Let Kyrie have their win, I'd say, especially if it's a card that they want. You're gonna put it in your Kudo deck? Let me double check. I believe, yes, it is in a clear sleeve. Yeah. I think Summon Knights is more than that. It is not foil. I'd say it's not foil. It is just the anime art. say on Summon Nights is worth more than that. I'll say that much I do know. Yeah, the sleeves sometimes make it look shiny. It also makes it harder sometimes for me to identify, like, when there is a foil, like, or, like, what type of foil it is. Because I'll start to think, I'm like, maybe it's just the sleeve messing with my eyes or, like, how the printing looks. It's weird. They're weird. Real nice view. That's so true. Elite going in, alright. Saruman of many colors. Saruman. Saruman the stinky. Saruman the wrinkly. There he is. Saruman of many colors, but he's only 3. What's up with that? That's weird. I don't even know how to say that name. Imrith? Imrith, maybe? Is that it? Imrith? Yep. Where is Imrith? Where is Imrith? There it is. Here's your Imrith. Ooh, very cool dragon. Very cool, very cool. Up next is Authority of Consults. Oh. Time ago. Alright, here you are, your Authority of Consuls. They getting the Flood Farm Verge. Let's take a look, see if I can find it. Where is it? Alright, this is a Duskmourn land. Tap for white or tap for an island, as long as you control plains or an island. This is a new one for data. Get up, get down, 911. Alright, going in again. Ooh, you got stock up! Always good to have. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, the rarest uncommon. As this is the look top cards, put 2 of them on your hand, rest of the bottom of your library in any order. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, no problem, no problem. Well, that's the thing. It's funny you're saying that. You don't talk about a rare uncommon. Let's talk about the Tanuk Memorial Enzyme. I've opened over like 12 packs. I still ain't gotten it yet. It's killing me, man. Loot the Pathfinder. Loot. Loot. Please, Vicky, please, if it's the Gruul one, please. Please. Thank you. Thank you. I need it. But here's the loot for Elite Hacker. Ugh, loot. Let's see. The Savara is 3 Knights of the Round. It's anywhere between 10 and 20. Let me double check. Knights. Let me check. Right now, it's looking like 17? Yeah, 17 for Knights. So that's a... Very, very lopsided trade if that were to be. Vicky, will you be at Commander Night tomorrow? Please say yes. I need you there. Yes, the Gruul one. That's it, the Gruul one. The Memorial Ensign. That's what it is. Carly Gibson. Call me maybe. Give me a call. That's like I built his deck. His deck is done. The only card I'm missing is him. And it's weird. Stack other than Ugin? Elite, do you want me to go through your stack, see if there's anything that Kyrie would like to die for or trade for? Bless up, Vicky. Bless up. I love you. That's it, Vicky. You're the best. You're the best. I owe you one big time. If you ever need any card or anything, like if I ever show you something and you're like, oh, I want that, it's yours. It's yours. Alright. So we have Loot the Pathfinder. We have Authority of the Consuls. We have the Imrith, Desert Doom, Saruman of many colors. I will take a look and see what I got. If I got the full art lands, I'll pass them your way. I think, because I got one of the bundle boxes. So, since I only use the Gruul ones, I can pass the other ones your way. There's Kuja, Genome Sorcerer. Loth, Spider Queen. The Earth Crystal with the promo. Bow of Nylia. Attacking creatures you control have Death Touch. Leyline of the Guild Pact. Remembrance. Spire Bluff Canal. Final Showdown. The Gitrog, Ravenous Ride. Aura of Silence. Morphic Pool. Dark Confidant. Omniscience. Bright Climb Pathway that can turn into the Grim Climb Pathway. Ketramos, the New Dawn. Luminarch Ascension. And then Xenagos, God of Revels, Jumbo Cactuar. There's still more. Let us not forget. We have Chatterfang. Ren and Realmbreaker. Bear Umbra. Another Xenagos. Breath Stealer's Crypt. Pest Control. Core Haven. Enduring Tenacity. The Oil Slick Island. Exemplar of Light. Chandra's Ignition. Vraska, Golgari Queen. And then, of course, the Ugin that's not for trade. Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx. That's everything. That's everything. Show the Gitrog? Gotcha. Here's the Gitrog. It is the extended art foil. This is the one where it deals combat damage to a player. You may sacrifice a creature that saddled it. If you do, you draw X and put X land cards onto your hand in the battlefield, where X is the creature's power. Sorry, I love this song. I love this song. Oh, the Spire Bluff Canal. Where is it? I just saw it. I know it's here. It's the borderless Spire Bluff Canal. Yeah, this one. The OTJ one. It's not foil, it's just standard. I feel like I'm brokering a deal right now, you know. Alright, so I'm gonna read out the cards in the trade that's happening right now. As like, you know, one little last thing, one little go through of what we're dealing with here. So Elite, you will be sending to Kyrie the Savara, Queen of the Golgari anime. The Spire Bluff Canal, orderless. And the Get Rug Extended Art Foil. And Kyrie, you will be sending Summon Knights of the Round. That's I have them all out here. Kyrie, that's a yes from you. Can I get a yes from Elite Hacker? Alright. I will get these all sorted then. Oh. Lee, I gotta make you a new bag. You got so many cards. I gotta make you another bag. All right. So the folks we got here right now, how you guys doing? I'd say we have our auto box going off right now. It's been a pleasure to have you too, Elite. Well, Elite, you want to stick around a little bit longer? I'm just about to throw up the giveaway. Like we have hit the 1 hour mark. I'm about to throw up the next giveaway. I mean, hey, it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. Especially. Ugh. Alright, well, I'm going to throw up our giveaway. We got Foundations. I did not say that. What? Harry, if the Force of Will was our giveaway, I don't think I'd even run the giveaway. I don't think I'd even run it. I'd be like, Yeah, I also think I'd be unemployed. Yeah, I would get fired for doing that as the giveaway. I wouldn't have my job. No, I don't think I will, because that's the thing. I don't benefit from that whatsoever. You guys do, though. So yeah, that's it. Everyone here. No, I'm not doing that. No. You guys think so low of my character. You wanna live with those odds? Well, yeah. I mean, that's fair. I guess that's fair. Hold on, I gotta crack my back. Also, what do you guys think of my shirt? I just got it. It's the Wizard Barge Embrace the Unknown shirt. Very cool. To the folks hopping in, how you guys do? Sam! I feel like that both of y'all said gross. Thank you, Kyrie. I said, but to the folks hopping in for the giveaway, welcome, welcome, welcome. We also have our Hot Hits Singles Auto Box for 10 bucks. You get a chance at one of our 3 hits along with a bunch of other really cool singles, but our hits include Dol Amroth, The Blood Crypt, and Force of Will. No, I'm not giving blood, no. Sam, this is why I don't mod you. I said, this is why you don't get modded. You silly Billy. Goodness gracious, y'all are something else. But on top of our auto box and just the other single, I haven't even gotten to run the singles yet. I haven't even gotten to because we've been like going so quickly through this auto box. I haven't been able to run any of the singles. And it's yeah, I don't know why, Elite Hacker. I couldn't imagine. You know what, Kyrie? You know what, Kyrie? I got you. I got you. Where is it? I want to moderate. I got you. I got you, brother. Oh. You see, that's the thing. That's really funny because I've been busy bagging up orders for you, Elite. Let's look at your 2 baggies that I don't even know if I can seal. I might have to make a 3rd bag. I might have to make a 3rd bag. Just because. It's insane. Yeah, actually, yeah, you didn't get enough. You should keep buying from the auto box. I keep running it up. Run your pockets. Beware the kitty overlords. Okay, you know what? Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, but this Givey's about to pop off to everyone that's hopped in. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's say we have our hot singles auto box going on. We have EOE sealed. We have singles that'll be going up after this Givey. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, just let me know. And congratulations to Cranial Nerve for winning our giveaway. You get a Foundations pack. Let me just make up your bag real quick. Yeah, hot singles in your area. I just got a refresh of all the best singles. Dude, I'm ready. Yeah, we have the Galaxy Foil Blood Crypt in there. I'd say it's pretty cool. All right, Cranial Nerve. Let's crack open this Foundation booster and see what you get. All right, starting off, we got a rabbit token from Bloomburrow. Interesting. Jungle Hollow, Gold Vein Pick in the foil, Elvish Arc Druid, Angel of Finality, Blanchwood Armor, Overrun, Strongbox Raider, Involuntary Employment. I like this card. Pilfer, Make Your Move, Thrill of Possibility, Icewind Elemental, Beastkin Ranger, Help 400, kitty cat, kitty cat. Got excited there for a second. Sorry, I got a little excited there. A villain. I say, I love to see a kitty cat. Love to see a little kitty cat. Silly little kitty. All right, congratulations. Okay, so. I don't see anything on the auto box. I think I can finally throw up my first single of the night. An hour in, I can throw up my first single. All right. So, we got the single stand up. And starting off for our first single, you know what? Let's see what we got here. throw up this one because I like this one. We have Galta and Mavrin in the foil. So this is the trample. Whenever you attack, choose one, and that's create the dinosaur creature tokens or vampire tokens. So this will be starting up at just $1. I still have to set up the auction settings because I haven't been able to run an auction yet. That's it. It's just really funny to me. It's just really funny to me. Like, I'm not mad. It's just funny. Delicious. I love Red 40. Gosh, I love Red 40. I ingest Red 40 more than I should. But, I mean, Blood's red, Red 40, that... I guess it's good for me. If it's red as well? Maybe? I don't know, man. Up next is going to be Fang, Fearless, Icy in the foil. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Mwah. Beautiful. Beautiful foiling. Starting up at just $1. I'm too swift. Don't tell Taylor about this shit. I'm too swift. Don't tell Taylor about that. Go to my Taylor. Yeah. That's it. That would be pretty cool. Sorry, I just had to check a quick text. All right. I'd say, yeah, especially when they transform into Ragnarok. That'd be cool. Let's see. Ugh. I'm not going to throw that one up. I gotta stop saying that. All right. I'm going to throw up one that has become really popular. You got all the Japanese Final Fantasy cards? Awesome. That makes me so happy to hear that. I love hearing about people getting their cards. I'm waiting on one last card that I was supposed to get. Hi, Asylum! That's it. I'm doing singles. So I'm throwing up singles right now. In fact, up next is going to be Hearthhole the World Seed. This one has been pretty popular. It has received a really cool spike. On EDH Rec, I've noticed it's more popular than the other commander that comes with the deck. So, definitely give it a look. And of course, check out our auto box. We got a bunch of stuff, including a Galaxy Foil Blood Crypt and Force of Will. So if that sounds interesting, hop in the auto box, take your chance. But for now, we're throwing up the Hearthhole the World Seed, just $1. You guys are awesome, you know that? You guys are so awesome. I can take a look. I don't know what I'm gonna have in terms of mocks. I'm gonna start taking a look through here. While I do that, time to throw up our next single. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna throw up a little kitty cat, just because Asylum's here. Do I have the Ratchet? I don't know if I do. I'll also take a look, but I'm gonna throw up our next one. This is gonna be the Sovereign Akanek Ahu from Ixalan, starting at just $1. So I'm looking for the Mox, and I'm also looking for Ratchet. I will let you know, because I would love to see the Ratchet. I would love to see Ratchet. You guys know how I feel about Transformers, and if you don't, I love Transformers. I love Transformers. I recently have started watching the G1 cartoon, and I've never realized how awesome Transformers is because I watched Prime as a kid, but now that I'm watching the G1 cartoon, it's like, oh my gosh, wait a minute, this is awesome. I'm gonna send some cards up there and I can throw it in there for you. That would be awesome. That would be so cool. Genuinely, I would start geeking out. I would freak out, not gonna lie. Let's see. Alright, that one did not make it through. Up next is going to be... the Gene Morph Imago in the Borderless. This is the Flying Landfall one from EOE. I'll also keep an eye out for Steam Vents. Okay. Look at these dinosaurs. Look at that. That's crazy. I'm ready. What color is it, Curry? Steam Vents? I think it's, is it? I think it's, blue-red. I knew it. I'm so smart. I'm so smart, dude. They should give me cookies for being this smart. Jack, can you send... Actually, no. Can you send me a... I don't know. I don't know, man. Alright, up next, I'm gonna throw up the Borderless Archmage of Runes from Foundations. Starting for just $1. It is not in my mana box. Is it EOE? Oh, it's the Shockland. Okay, I was about to say, I was thinking about, I was trying to remember which one it was. Alright, hold on. Actually, I'm gonna grab that real quick. Throw that up on the block next. Alright guys, up next on our singles, we have Karn Liberated. My favorite Planeswalker. I love Karn. I love Karn. He's just a big robot. I love him. He's so cool. This is gonna be starting at just $1. It's Karn Liberated. He's free. He's free. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh, let's throw that one up as well. That's also a pretty cool one. That one has to go up. I need to throw that one up, dude. Oh, poor Karn. Poor Karn. Alright, up next is going to be Minsk and Boo. Timeless Heroes in the Borderless. I love Minsk and Boo. They're so silly. This will be starting at just $1. Okay. It's looking like it's alphabetized from here on out. And for the folks at, let's say for the folks in chat that were asking for specific cards, I did not see any Mox Jasper or Mox Amber. I did not see Steam Vents. And I have not seen Ratchet. I don't know if we have the Boo token. I'll definitely look, though. I'll definitely take a peek. Alright, congratulations, Kyrie. I will see if I can find that Boo token for you. Oh! Oh, I thought you were asking if... Oh, I thought you were asking if we had Ratchet here. Sorry, I gotta throw that one up on auction just because I was talking about it earlier. It's really funny. It's just... Sorry, I saw some... Oh! It all makes sense now. Well, now I feel silly. I'd say now I feel a bit silly. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's see. Up next, I'm going to throw up Hard Light Containment from EOE. Enchant artifact you control. Whenever this aura enters, exile target and opponent controls until aura leaves the battlefield. Enchanted permanent has ward 1. This is starting up at just $1. Ganking. Specialize in ganking. But Asylum, that's really sweet. I know I definitely, we don't have it here, and I know I definitely don't have it because I have Prowl, I have the Shattered Glass Optimus, I have the Shattered Glass Slicer. I don't have Ratchet. Alright. Moving from Hard Light, I'm gonna throw up a card. I feel like I have to throw this, toss this one here because it's really funny. Here's Tanuk, Memorial Ensign. I saw it in there and I was like, that's really funny. That's just really funny. Because, like, this is the card I've been looking for so I can build my commander deck. It's just really funny to see it here. I say this was starting at just $1. I think this is a really interesting landfall commander because it does a different thing with landfall where it's burn. It's landfall burn. And I feel like that's not something you see a lot. I will take a look and see what we got in terms of Golgari. 100%, yeah. Kyrie going in on Tanuk, alright. Add this to your little stack here. Alright, and then up next. Put that one off for now. Alright. Green or black. Gotcha. Up next, we have Surge Conductor. Whenever a non-token artifact enters, proliferate. This is a really interesting one. Very good for the counterintelligence precon if you have that. Or if you don't have the precon, this is just good for any proliferation deck. So that could be rad tokens with Mothman. That could be Atraxa if you're running Atraxa. Any deck with +1/+1 counters. Any deck with poison counters. This makes it so whenever another non-token artifact you control enters, just start proliferating them. Boost them all up 1 if you really want. Alright. Let's see what I have here in terms of awesome Golgari cards. Looking for Golgari. But here we go. We have an Eldrazi Fungus, the Sowing Myco Spawn. You can kick it. When you cast a spell, search for a land card, put it onto the battlefield, and shuffle. Not put it onto the battlefield tapped. Put it onto the battlefield. It doesn't have to enter tapped. And then, after that, if you kicked it, you can exile a target land. And this is a different instance. I didn't see any of those in the single box do it. I'd say, yeah, there weren't too many lands in there. We got just, like, a lot of cards like this. I'd say, but Kyrie, this would be pretty solid for a Golgari deck because it gives you ramp and it can damage another opponent's mana base. Okay. Alright, up next we are going on the chopping block. Ooh. I'll do it again? I got you. Here's the Sowing Myco Spawn. Where is it? I just saw it. Don't hide from me. I know you're in here. It's hiding from me. I swear. Am I going crazy? I think I might be going crazy, dude. Dude, it's happening. Oh no, it's already happening. This isn't supposed to happen for like another 30 years. How am I already going crazy? I'm not supposed to be going crazy this quickly. All right, Kyrie, congratulations. Here's another solid one. We got Fauna Shaman. Discard a creature card to search for a creature card. Reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle your library. This is just a good creature tutor. So discard a creature that you might not want at the time. Grab another one, put it in your hand. It is not the red 40. It would never be the red 40. Red 40 would never do me like that. Red 40 has been my best friend since day one, okay? Hey, what's happening, Mark? It might be the crack. It might be the crack. Genuinely, might be the crack. You're right. Whoa! Looks like the meth is kicking in. Whoa! Just start going. Oh man, how you guys doing tonight? Welcome in, welcome in. We have our singles that we're running right now, but we also have the hit singles auto box. So the way it works is I got a bunch of singles in an auto box, and some of our hits include a Galaxy Foil Blood Crypt. So if that sounds interesting to you, hop in the auto box, see if you can get it. We also got Force of Will in there. So if you're feeling lucky tonight, take a chance. All right, Kyrie, I'll pass that Fauna Shaman your way. Let's see, what else we have in here? All right, here's one. I'd say here's Phyrexian Arena. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may draw a card and lose one life. Oh no, it's not you may, you just do. So you get an extra card draw, but you lose a life. But for Golgari, if you got lifelink with the green stuff, does it really even matter? And life is just a resource anyway, so who cares? Starting up at just $1, we have Phyrexian Arena. Let's see what song's up next. Oh, we're skipping to the next song. You want to get the original Vraska? That's so fair. The original Vraska is so cool. It is really cool. All right, Kyrie, I'll put that one off to the side for you. All right, up next. Yeah, let's do Staff of Domination. This is the tap 1 to untap. 2 tap, gain 1 life. 3 tap, untap target creature. 4 tap, tap target creature. And 5 tap, draw a card. This will be starting at just $1. If it feels like starting. There we go. So let me sleeve this real quick. I love that. Better late than never. Better late than never. Better late than never. I love this song. I love this song so much. Better late than never. Late than never. Hey, congratulations, Corey. Whoa, Game and Trade. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Hope you guys are having a good evening, and congratulations to Corey. I'd say, well, thank you. So it ain't much, but it's honest work. I appreciate you guys rating in. It's always good to have people hopping in. To the people just now hopping in, we're about to throw up a givey for you guys, but also while you're here, we have a Hot Singles Auto Box. So, let me tell you how it works. The way the Hot Singles Auto Box is working right now, I'm going to see if I can pin this real quick. There we go. So, we got a bunch of cards, and we have 3 hits up right now. We have Dual Month, a Galaxy Foil Blood Crypt, and a Force of Will. So, if any of those cards sound interesting to you, go ahead, hop in our auto box. Thank you so much, Game and Trade, for the good luck wish. I hope you guys all have a great evening, and thank you so much for rating again. Did that staff just run? Yes, for Corey. I'd say, yeah, Corey just grabbed it. I'd say, but this is the stuff we got. But let's throw up our giveaway. I'd say this is going to be Foundations. Let me start up the givey. I'd say, yeah, pretty solid grab. Pretty solid. But yeah, if you feel like taking a chance, we got a lot of cool stuff in our auto box. We got, I see Branching Evolutions, Conduit of Worlds. We got Gold Vein, Karn the Great Creator. We have Lord of the Undead, Mossborn Hydra, Pantlaza Sunfavored, Reanimate. Just a ton of solid hits in here. So, if any of that sounds interesting to you, go ahead, hop in our auto box. I have it pinned right now. I would say we have the hits up here. I would say hop in the Givey if you guys just joined in. And take your chance at a Foundations booster. I remember I opened a Foundations booster. And one of the... it was like I opened 2 Foundations booster the whole time. One of them gave me the $30... what was it? The $30 Gorgon. And I was simply over the moon. So, I mean, hey, hop in that Givey. We might just get our, the anime card from it. And it'd be really cool to see that tonight. So all the folks just joining in, welcome. We have our Hot Singles Auto Box. Also, we have EOE sealed. We have Collector's Boosters. We have Play Boosters. We also have the Commander decks. We have a bunch of other stuff in the bin. So you can give that a look. If any of that looks interesting to you, just buy it. Let me know. And we can open it up here on stream. Or send it sealed your way. But other than that, I hope you guys are all having a great night tonight. We're waiting for this Givey to go up. In the meantime, I might start tossing up more singles while we wait. Yeah, I'm going to start tossing up some more singles. Let's see what we got here. Any fetch land singles? I do not believe so. We don't have too much in the way of lands right now. But we have an EOE card right here. This is the long range sensor. Whenever you attack a player, put a charge counter on this artifact. Remove 2 charge counters from the artifact and discover 4. Activate only as a sorcery. This will be started at just $1. EOE has so many cool cards in it. Oh my gosh. Like, I was reading through the Scryfall EOE set of, like, looking at all the cards, and so many of them are so cool. I feel like I'm too short for this camera sometimes. You know, I feel like I'm too small for the camera. Is there a way I can raise this seat? I'm very curious. I'm about to start messing with stuff. That is the, I believe the Academy manufacturer. I did not see that in the box, but I believe it is the Academy manufacturer. I have one. Let me think. I'm trying to remember if I still have it, because I went through a ton of my artifacts and junk. Okay. I'll think about it. I'll see if I can find it. What comes in the Aether Drift bundle? Let me see. You're talking about the Aether Drift bundle. Yeah, that is the Aether Drift bundle box. I can grab it for you real quick. Grab one right here. There it is. It is the bundle box that comes with, that Aether Drift was released with. So it comes with 9 14 card boot. Yeah, no, not the Finish Line one. This is just the regular one. It comes with the 9 play booster packs, 20 traditional foil, and 20 regular basic lands. We have the alt art of Lumbering World Wagon. You get the card box and an oversized spin down. I'd say that's all inside the bundle. Yeah, I mean, everyone's favorite set, Aether Drift, that just dropped, like, what, last week? I love Aether Drift, man. Aether Drift is so cool. I say Aether Drift is just awesome. I mean, it's obviously the best set. I can't think of any other sets that could possibly be better than Aether Drift. That's preposterous, if you ask me. Did we get another raid? Or is this just the same message popping up again and I'm going crazy? I might just be going crazy. I don't know. But I'm going to toss up another single. We will do, ooh, the infamous Cruel Claw. Legendary Weasel Mercenary. Silly little guy. That's fair, Asylum. That's so fair. I mean, the Aether Drift one is just a bit. I'm not going to front. It's just a really funny bit to say that Aether Drift is the best. Bloomburrow is a really cool set. And hey, we got a Bloomburrow card up right now. So, I mean, if you're taking a look. We got the infamous Cruel Claw as the Weasel Mercenary. Oh, here we go. Our Givey's popping off. Givey's popping off. Corey, congratulations on winning our giveaway! Always love to see it. Always love to see it. I'm gonna wait for this. All right, there we go. One hopped in on here. All right, so Corey, let's see what we got from the Foundations Play Booster. Like I said, I got a $30 card from opening one of these, so, you know. Alright, we have Kaido, Cunning Infiltrator, a Plains, Spectral Sailor is your foil, Archmage of Runes is going to be your rare. Ooh, Tiny Bones Bobble Burglar! I love Tiny Bones so much. Tiny Bones is so funny. But yeah, that's Tiny Bones in the borderless. So congratulations. Then you got Sunblessed Healer, Necromancer. I mean, the rest of these don't. They don't even matter. They don't even compare, man. But congratulations. I will get these all sealed up and sent to you. Dude, I'll trade for Tiny Bones. Tiny Bones is so cute. I love Tiny Bones. He's so cool. He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy, you know? It doesn't matter he's yoinking your stuff. He's just a little guy. Alright, so, you said you're looking for a Kodama. I swear don't quote me on this yet. I might be going crazy. I might be thinking of something else. Yeah, that's not it. Never mind. I thought I saw, like, something Kodama in here. Turns out your boy's just letting the red 40 get to his brain again. Up next for the singles, though, I am going to toss the Mosswood Dread Knight. It is a human knight with a sorcery. You draw a card, lose 1 life is the sorcery, and then for the Mosswood Dread Knight, when it dies, you may cast it from your graveyard as an adventure until the end of your next turn. Those will be starting up at just $1. Steely. Bedroom drawer. All right. Kyrie, welcome. I'd say congratulations. Controversy. Eddie Murphy. I'm a natty. Down and natty. Ooh, here's a cool one. We have Skrelv Defector Might. Toxic 1. It can't block. Pay a white Phyrexian. Choose a color. Another target creature you control gains Toxic 1 and Hexproof. From that color until end of turn. It cannot be blocked by creatures of that color this turn. Interesting. Starting at just $1. It is a white card, though. All right. Get out of here, you little Phyrexian mite. I was going to try to attempt to say his name again, and I gave up before I even started. I was like, no. No, I don't feel like it. Hey, Teamer Dragon fans. I got something for you. We got Ureni, the song Unending. Flying protection from white and black. When it enters, deal X damage divided among any number of target creatures or planeswalkers or your opponent's control, where X is the number of lands you control. It is a 10-10, and it'll be starting at, get this, $1? Crazy, I know. Say it ain't so. It's $1. Ooh, Papadino going in for an EOE play booster. Okay, okay. Would you like me to hot hands it, or would you like to pick from the box here? Wow, this is deeper than I thought it was going to be. I didn't realize this was, like, propped up. I got you, Papadino. You know, that's the thing. At some points, I wonder if I'm hot handsing it because I'm aura reading it, or if the sensation I'm getting in my hands is simply just early onset arthritis. I wonder sometimes. But the world will never know. Okay. This one right here. This one right here. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, you went in for multiple. Oh my goodness, I didn't even see that. How many you go for? 3. Okay, I'll pull you 3 more as well. Alright. We have Night Luminary, Blooming Stinger, Frontline War Rager, Insatiable Skittermaw, Starbreach Whale, Starport Security, Chrome Companion, Close Encounter, Territorial Bruntar, Tragic Trajectory, Earthor Scanship, ooh, Zoo Effete, Osteoharmonist. Good night, going for these crazy names. Sunstar Expansionist, a Swamp, and a Lander token. Alright. Let's see. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grab the bottom, like second from the bottom on each of these for your last 4 packs, Papadine. Oh, wait. How many of these did you get? 1, 2. Okay, no, you only got 3. So yeah, I'll just grab these. Wait, Papadino, did you get 1 or did you get 3? Because it's showing 3 here on the sold. And I want to make sure that this isn't bugging. I really want to make sure Whatnot isn't giving me like the runaround and... Yeah, this only says 1. Okay, that's weird. That's... Yeah, I'd say I just refreshed and now it shows 1. That's so weird. It was giving me problems with the auto box as well. I'd say, so, I mean... I don't know, man. Yeah, Whatnot. Just Whatnot being Whatnot. What are you gonna do? But, Papadino, I'll get these cards sleeved up and packaged for you. They'll be sent out to you shortly. I mean, I love Whatnot. I love when Whatnot does the things that it's supposed to do. And especially when it does things it's not supposed to do. Like, make it look like you bought 3 packs instead of just 1. I mean, that's... Gotta love Whatnot. Alright. Alright, there we go. Okay. I can put this over since we haven't done the auto box in a hot second. I'll keep these right there. Alright, back to the singles. Alright, we will throw up Hope Esthium from Final Fantasy. This is the borderless. It is Azorius, lifelink at the beginning of your end step. Each opponent mills X, where X is the amount of life you gained this turn, starting at $1. Talk like I live in Nobby Lands. That's the syndrome kicking in. On the top dice kettle Ronum. Cosmonophobia. Alright. Let's see what else we got in here. Up next on the chopping block, we have Herd Heirloom. Add 1 mana of any color, cast it only on a creature spell, or tap until end of turn target creature with power 4 or greater gains trample, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Okay, so yeah, Papadino, did you just buy another pack? Or is Whatnot being stupid again? Okay, you did buy another pack. Okay, good. I wanted to make sure that Whatnot wasn't trying to pull the wool over my eyes there for a second. Alright, Kyrie, go ahead and pick somewhere from the box. R4, gotcha. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like, okay, so to give you an idea of what just happened, Papadino, you just bought 1 pack, right? Because it just, like, 4 of these just popped up in the sold thing. And it's gonna make, oh my gosh, it's gonna make counting these such a pain. I mean, when I refresh, it, like, fixes itself, I think. But it freaks me out. I don't know why it's doing that. It's so dumb. Yeah, you just got, okay. I'm just gonna have to start refreshing this more often. Oof. Ooh, this one's a bit rough to open. Good night. Dude, it knocked my mouse away. Alright, there we go. Get that out of there. Alright, we have Starfighter Pilot, Ice Cave Crasher, Orbital Plunge, Beamsaw Prospector, Ilvoy Galeblade, Galactic Wayfarer, Chrome Companion, Mechan Assembler, Invasive Maneuvers, Monoist Sentry, Larval Scoutlander, Avendo Waking Haven! Look at that! You got one of the planets! And Diplomatic Relations for your a foil and a foil force with a lander token. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. We love to see that. That's awesome. Hell yes, indeed. This is so cool. It's a congratulations, Papadino, and good job, Kyrie, on picking a banger. I say Avendo is awesome. I think it is the best planet. I think it's the best planet out of the one. I'd say, like, out of what I've seen from the planets, I think Avendo is the best from what I remember. But I mean, unless y'all have information on other planets that I'm unaware of, like, I don't know, maybe the white planet is like actually super. That sounds so bad. The white planet. Good night. The white mana. This just doesn't sound right. You're gonna put a Vendo and it doesn't. I don't think Avendo will get as much payoff because it seems Avendo what you want to do. It doesn't seem like you're gonna be playing that many creatures. Like, you shouldn't be running a lot of creatures in terms of like going wide. So Avendo won't get like as good as a payoff as it would in, say, like a go wide token deck, or a like just a teamer throwing down a bunch of creatures deck, you know? Are you running a lot of token creatures? Is that it? I was about to say, because you, okay. So, well, yeah, okay, in that case, it will get payoff. Because my brain kind of went to like a semi-Voltron sort of thing where you're boosting up Ygra. Because I feel like that's where it would get the most payoff from like all the food and stuff. But I mean, I trust you, I trust you. That's fair, that's fair. Up next is Kami of Whispered Hopes. If one or more +1/+1 counters would be put on a permanent you control, put that many +1, add X mana of any color, where X is Kami's power. Starting for $1. Jags Right Tooth, welcome in, welcome in. It'll give an extra +1/+1 counter to Yigra. But the thing I'm seeing with it, it also benefits. Yeah, doubling season is better. Yeah, doubling season would obviously be better. And this also would benefit from counters being put on Kami because you get X space off of its power. So you would need to be putting counters across the board. And you don't get that from Yigra immediately. You run it in Yigra? Okay. I mean, fair enough then. I mean, if it serves you well, it's just because I'm thinking, like, to get the counters on Kami to get the second payoff. Yeah, I mean, yeah, perfect timing to hop in and start talking about this. But, it just, to me, like, from my perspective, I feel like you're not getting the most out of it. Oh, yeah, busted in Mothman. I bet this goes crazy in Mothman. Because, also, yeah, it's mana of any one color. So, if you, like, are mana starved on a certain color, you can start using this to benefit and make up for that mana, and just use the leftover mana made over from it as colorless. So, if you need, like, 3... You know, yeah, this is like, you could run Yigra as a counter deck rather than token and just sacking for tokens. Like, you could also add a bunch of counter stuff into it. If you need recommendations for counters, where did I put it? I just built a counter deck using Blaster, and so we can start like looking through some of the stuff there. This comes down next turn. Moth comes down by the time. Yeah. I said, do you want me to run it again, Kyrie, so you can snatch it up? Yeah, I gotcha. But no, I got a bunch of stuff. So, like, naturally, there's the stuff. Inspiring Call, Ozolith. Let me see what else I got in here. That's green, because that's the thing. It's a Gruul deck, and I know Yigra isn't Gruul. So... I need to find Earth Crystal will be good. If you can get your hands on an Earth Crystal is really solid. Has to be last time. You're not. I gotcha. You could do District Mascot. Oh, you have Earth Crystal? Good. District Mascot, it enters with a +1/+1 counter. Remove 2 counters from this creature. Destroy target artifact. It's from Aether Drift. All I have here is the Rat Think of it, the one that's in my deck. Whenever it attacks while saddled, you can put a +1/+1 counter on it. It also would do pretty solid in your Kudo deck. I was thinking about putting one in my Kudo deck because it would just get bonus. Let me see what else I have in here. It was pretty common, and it's also pretty solid. So, it is something that you could include if that's something you're looking for. There's Tribute to the World Tree for counter generation, because just putting things down will give it counters. I'm trying to see what else I have in here in terms of like counters that like are green. Oh, okay. This is a really solid one since you're running a Golgari deck. Unnatural Restoration. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand and proliferate. This means you can take all the +1/+1 counters on the board and increase them by 1. I love this card. I swear by this card. It is such a good card, and it isn't like it's in green, so it fits anywhere. I will always be harping on Unnatural Restoration. It's just solid. It's so good. Okay, I got a little distracted there, yapping about green counters. Counters are my favorite deck type. Yeah, that's solid too. Expensive, but solid. Let's see what else we got in here, though. I goofed up. I accidentally threw all my cards, put the entire pile forward. Oh, I lost track of where I was. No. No! No! Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, well. Life goes on. Oh my gosh, I'm such a fool. Oh, wait, hold on. I think we may have found it. I think we may have found where we were. Ooh, okay, here's one. Oh, this is a pretty solid one. We got Vraska the Silencer. It has Death Touch. Whenever a non-token creature an opponent controls dies, you may pay 1. If you do, return that card to the battlefield tapped under your control. It becomes a treasure artifact along with its types. So it essentially, you get that creature, and then it becomes treasure for you to sack. And so that means you can choose to hold on to it for a little bit before. Yeah, I'm still gonna toss it onto the chopping block for just $1 in case anyone else is interested, because it is just a really solid card. What's up? 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 Congratulations, Kyrie. We do not have the foil fire crystal. I'm sorry. I'd say I would have kept an eye out for it, because like, yeah, stuff like that, it's, you know, it's really solid. I don't believe I have it in my singles box right now, but you can always check the Tap and Roll store. You can just go to tapandroll.com, go to our singles store. I believe we actually might have it there, because we tried to run it, I think, in a Final Fantasy auto box, and it didn't make it. So you can always check there. I will guessing if we had never have a card here on stream, you can go to tapandroll.com, go to our website, look at our single store. We might, yeah, there's a good chance, and if we don't, I mean, you know, sorry, but always worth a shot to look. All right, up next is going to be White of the Reliquary. This is another really solid Golgari card. Harping on this card hard. You get +1/+1 for each creature card in the graveyard. I had this in the Myco Tyrant for a long time where I was sacking Fungus. Blew up, dude. Became huge. Starting it at just $1. Let's see, will this be solid? What's up, what's up? What's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Alright, Kyrie, sliding this your way. Here's another solid one. We have Vivian Reed, the Foundation Planeswalker version. It is, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card or land card from among them, put it in your hand, put the rest on the bottom in any order. -3 to destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. No problem, Kyrie. And then the -8, you get an emblem. Creatures you control have +2/+2 vigilance, trample, and indestructible. Starting that at just $1. It is. It's really good. It's pretty solid. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna write this one down. That's it, because I feel like I could use this in one of my decks. That's it, I gotta write this one down, see if I can find it myself. Because that's the thing, one of the things I love about this job is just seeing all sorts of Magic cards I wouldn't normally see. Because I'm not constantly buying packs, and, you know, it's just not in my funds all the time. And so it's, like, it's really cool to see stuff here and then be like, oh, that'd be so cool to put in, you know, XYZ deck. All right, Kyrie, I'll put this one aside for you. Everything okay? That's weird. I'll just put it off to the side right now. We'll see what happens with it. If there's a way that you can try paying for it again. That's weird. Strange. In the meantime, I'm gonna throw up Wayward Swordtooth for our Dino fans. This is the Ascend. You may play an additional land each turn, and it cannot attack or block unless you have the city's blessing. Starting at just $1. Alright, gang. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break real quick. I'll be back in a jiff. It shouldn't be too terribly long, and then we will keep running through these singles. I see a pretty solid good one. And we're back. All right. Get this stuff out of the way. Whoosh. Whoosh. Out of my way. I'm back. All right. Okay. We will be throwing up our next spicy singles now. This will be the Worn Power Stone. Enters the battlefield tapped. Tap to add 2 colorless. It's essentially Soul Ring that costs 2 more. So, I mean, if you're focused on a ton of colorless ramp, this could be solid. I don't know. Something to do with your bank. Is it because you were making a ton of, like, small amount purchases and maybe your bank flagged it? That's strange. Very strange. Alright. We've reached the 2-hour mark, so that means it's time to throw up another giveaway. This is the last Foundations pack I have to give away. Kind of a bummer, because that means I have to start giving away Duskmorn. Alright, give you number 4, starting up right now. Pull my socks up all the way. I'm like one of those e-boys on Twitch that have the really tall socks. Except mine are just work socks that can go up really high. Dude. Oh man. Alright, let's see what else we got in here. Wow. Looking through, seeing what else we got for singles. Yeah, we'll do this one. We have the Infinite Guideline Station. This is Wooburg. So yeah, this is going to be a Wooburg Legendary Aircraft. A spacecraft. Artifact spacecraft. Starting at just $1. To the people joining in, welcome, welcome. And that Vivian will bid on it, and then we can give it to Kai. Okay, yeah, I'd say I can do that. I'd say because it's being weird for Kai. And so, yeah, I'd say I can run it again, and we'll get it to Kai. Because, I mean, like, I already put it aside in case, like, you know, maybe we can get, like, the payment thing, you know, sorted out. Also, Papadino, congratulations. But I can toss it up again. And then we can ensure that Kai will get it. So, yeah, we'll toss it up real quick. Okay. And so then, yeah, we can bid on this real quick. And I'll just put it in Kai's bag. That way, in case, like, the bank thing can't get sorted out, we can get this to Kyrie. Because I'd say, I would hate for him to not get his card. I'd say that would be a bummer. Exactly, yeah. And, like, you know, it might have just been that. Vivian in the Spirit Pig, yep. It might have just been the fact that it was like the you know, a bunch of like really small purchases back to back to back, and the bank might have been like, what the hell's going on? You know, what's happening here? And honestly, I understand that. I'd say from like a bank's perspective, I can see how that can seem sketchy, I guess. Like a bunch of just $1 purchases happening really quickly in succession. I'd like, if I was a bank, I'd be like, what's happening? But in the meantime, I'd say I got that in Kyrie's pile. So up next is going to be Kilo Apogee Mine. Whenever it becomes tapped, you proliferate. This is the commander from the new deck. This will be started up at just $1. Wow. So the people, yeah, so like I was going to say for the people joining in, welcome in. First of all, glad to have you. Make sure to hop in that giveaway. We have our last Foundations pack that I can give away here. And so then we have our auto box going on with hits that include a Galaxy Foil Blood Crypt and Force of Will. So if that sounds interesting to you, let me know. All right. Up next, I'm going to toss up a Commander Classic. Here's Lightning Greaves. I would even regret. I put the sex in sexy. Sex and sexy. I kind of wish that the others were here so I could show them my crazy high socks that should not be able to move this high. I say yeah. I said, you know, $1. I hope so. I'd say I hope so. Just because, you know, like, Kyrie deserves it. I mean, like, you know, Kyrie definitely deserves it. It's like 100%. I have no problem. And I mean, like, even if, like, you didn't do that, I was definitely going to talk to Vicky about it and make sure that this gets sorted out, you know, because, like, I mean, like, you can't help the bank being the bank and then, like, stepping in being like, whoa, what are you doing with money? Like, I get it. It's their job. But at the same time, like, bro, let me spend my money. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let me spend my money. Up next is going to be Munitions Massacre. This is going to be started at just $1. And we have our giveaway winner, the Quackin' Duck. Congratulations. Congratulations on the win to Quackin' Duck. That's awesome. Alright, I'm gonna make up this package while this bid goes off. See if anyone wants to snatch it up, and then we'll open up your pack. That's an awesome name. Open for a hoofster? Understandable. Hey, I'm crossing my fingers, crossing my toes for you. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay. So, got the Rabbit token, Full Art Swamp, Fire Spitter Whelp in the foil, Homunculus Horde, Claws Out, Eager Truffle Snout, Imprisoned in the Moon, Skyship Buccaneer, Fake Your Own Death. This is a really solid card. Gorehorn Raider, Gutless Plundeer. Yeah, that is a weird looking crater hoof. Kind of looks like a boar. Broken Wings, Talarian Terror, Dwin's Elite. Yeah, must be. Campus Guide, and your Rabbit token. I'll make sure these get sealed up and sent out to you. Yeah, I think maybe I just read it wrong. Yeah, maybe I just read it wrong. You know, Crater Hoof looks a lot like Truffle Snout. Ew. Keglamore vomit spit. Boom. Alright. Up next on the auction block, we have... Wait, is this more than one card? No, it's not. Okay, I'm just going crazy. Cool. Manifold Mouse. It is Offspring 2. And at the beginning of combat on your turn, target mouse you control gains your choice of double strike or trample until the end of the turn. We'll be starting this, as always, at just $1. That's the end of that. Wow. All right. Hey, you guys like Aether Drift? Here's the market back Walker in the first place finish foil. We'll be starting this at just $1. I hope you guys like the Diddy foil. No, wait, that's not it. What was it? The R. Kelly foils. Oh. Look, mama, no hands. No hands. All right. Up next is going to be an EOE card. We have Might Form Harmonizer. This is landfall. When a land you control enters, double the power of target creature you control until end of turn, starting at just $1. Living life like it's double XP weekend. Pack a punch, ray gun, dot, Alright. Up next is going to be Malcolm, Keen-Eyed Navigator. It is a partner pirate. It'll be started, as always, at just $1. Oh yeah, this is the borderless one, too. Alright. Trying to find something cool. Ooh. There's a white border Siobhan Dragon. With flying, pay a red mana to get +1/+0. This will be started at just $1. So if you're interested in a nice little vintage card there. Holy smokes. I don't know why I'm yawning. I should not be yawning. I don't know why I am. That's crazy, man. I think he's just dying down a little bit. That's okay. It's alright. Alright. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh. Here's Sarkon, Soul of Flame. You know what they say about Sarkon? Starting at just $1. I mean, that's not what they say about Sarkon, but that's also true. This is the Is It Soul of Flame variant. So this is the one that dragon spells cost 1 less. Whenever a dragon enters the battlefield under your control, Sarkon can become a copy of it. So, pretty cool. Alright, let's see. Up next on the auction block. I get past all these silly Final Fantasy cards. Silly Final Fantasy, I'm not here for you. Ooh. We'll throw up a little bundle, it seems like. Got a little bundle here. We have Upriser Renegade, Reckless Fireweaver, Ingenious Artillerist, Harry Dronesmith, and Embereth Veteran. All 5 of these cards will be sold together for simply $1. So if this bundle looks interesting to you, hop in the bid now. That is Upriser and Renegade, Reckless Fireweather, Ingenious Artillerist, Harried Dronesmith, and Emberth Veteran. So this seems like a nice little red artifact bundle here. Bunch of red cards that benefits from artifacts being played, artifacts being in the deck, stuff like that. Good night. Alright. Alright, up next is going to be Starfield Vocalist. Starting at just $1. Oh, that wasn't supposed to fall like that. Oh no. Up next is going to be weapons manufacturing. Oh, wait. Am I tweaking? I am tweaking. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, yeah. Up next is going to be Urabrask's Forge. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put an oil counter on the forge, create an X1 red Phyrexian horror, where X is equal to all the oil counters on the forge. Sacrifice that token at the beginning of the next end step. So we started at just $1. Holy smokes. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Well, that's probably why. It's already 9:52. Alright guys, you know, I think I'm going to call it a little bit early. I'd say it's slowed up a little bit, so I'd say I'm going to do the last call giveaway. This is going to be our last little giveaway for the night. And this is the last call to grab anything from the bin. So if there's anything you'd like to grab from the bin, now's the chance. I'm going to be giving away a pack of Duskmourn. So go ahead, hop in that givey. And if there's anything in the bin that's the buy now that looks interesting to you, let me know. I'd say, or if you want to hop in the auto box, now's your chance. Going in for an EOE play booster, Papadino. Would you like me to hot hands it, or would you like to pick from somewhere in the box? R1, gotcha, gotcha. Let's see what we get. All right. We have Rig for War, Virus Beetle, Selfcraft Mechan, Flight Deck Coordinator, Drix Fatemaker, Pinnacle Killship, Nanoform Sentinel, Vault Guard Trooper, Rayblade Trooper, Hemosymbic Might, Caesurian Dirgecraft, oof, the Infinite Guideline Station. Wait a minute. You just bid on that one, right? Now you got two. Grav kills your foil, planes, and a lander token. I mean, hey, yeah. Now you got two. Alright, I will get this all sealed and packaged and sent out to you. So the folks that have just recently joined in, welcome in, welcome in. We're doing our last call of the night, so this is going to be our last little giveaway. And then after that, you have one last chance to hop in, grab something. I'd say we have the auto box right now. We have EOE sealed. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, I'd say just let me know. Go ahead and pop in, take a look, grab it while you can. Because after the giveaway pops off, I'm going to wait like a few minutes and then we're going to raid out, call it a night. Also, Kyrie, I see you're back in. Do not worry about the Vivian. I'd say don't stress it too much. I'd say don't worry about it. I'd say we are going to get it sorted out. Don't worry. I'd say you will get your Vivian. But while you guys are hopping in, yeah, no problem. No problem, man. I'd say while you guys are getting all this, make sure you hop in that giveaway. I'd say hop in the givey. We have a Duskmorn booster, and now's the last chance to hop in our auto box or grab anything from the bin. Oh, we got the Mox Field. Oh, I really want to see this. Hold on. I really want to see this. Very curious. Let's see what we got in here. Bird of Paradise, good, good. Love to see it. Ooh, Camilla the Seed Miser. I'd say, yeah, that's it. This is pretty solid. Yeah. I'd say we got it sorted for you. I'd say you will be getting it. Thanks to Papadino. Put in a bid for it. Make sure that you're getting your Vivian. I'd say you are gonna be getting your Vivian. I'd say I didn't know if I was gonna spoil the surprise yet. I'd say, but I figured, I'd say if Papa's asking, I'll let you know. I say, yeah, this all looks really cool. I'm not gonna lie. Toski! I love Toski! I love Toski. Thank you for putting Toski in there. I love Toski so much. Almost reach. Very cool. Very, ooh, Deadly Rollick. That's a lot of fun. Really cool stuff, really cool stuff. So the folks hopping in now, make sure you hop in that giveaway. It's going to be our last giveaway of the night. And then it's also your last chance to grab anything from the bin or hop in the auto box. Because after this giveaway pops off, we're going to wait like like maybe 3-4 minutes. See how I'm feeling. And then we're going to raid out to someone else. So now's the chance. Yeah, I see a lot of squirrely stuff. First thing I'm going to recommend, though, this is first thing off the bat. I don't know if you're like done with the deck. I can't even see how many cards are in the deck right now. But throw more lands in there. Because 25 lands is a scary low amount. And congratulations, Hero of the Nine, on winning the giveaway. Rough draft this far. Yeah, I would definitely toss in. I am in the 40 land camp. Especially for a deck like this. I am high in the 40 land camp. But Hero of the Nine. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got an art card. For me, an art card is always a good sign. It means we're going to get some pretty cool stuff. Very nice. Alright, so. For the foil, we have Fear of Abduction. Murky Sewer. Grievous Wound is going to be your rare. Enchanted player can't gain life, and whenever enchanted players dealt damage, they lose half their life rounded up. Wicker Folk Thresher, Keys to the House, Disturbing Mirth, Savior of the Small. We have Grand Entryway and Elegant Rotunda. Daggermaw Megalodon, Bashful Beastie, Final Vengeance. Which black card? We have Glassworks, Shattered Yard, Fear of Immobility, Murder. Are you talking about the one I pointed out? That was Grievous Wound. Yeah, no problem, Hero of the Nine. Yeah, I just want to make sure I got the number right. I want to make sure I wasn't going crazy there for a second. I hadn't even taken my crazy pills yet. Alright, I'm going to wait just a handful more minutes while I get all this sealed up. I'd say if anyone wants to hop in the auto box or grab anything from the bin, now's the chance, because pretty soon we're going to be raiding out. thank you so much, everyone, for sticking with me this night. Hope you guys all had a great time. I know I did. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. I will be streaming again Thursday night. We will be doing singles. Do I have any suggestions? You got a lot of enchantments in there. I'm not gonna lie. I'd say there's a lot of enchantments here. Maybe Dictate of Erebos, simply because the sacrifice. I understand you saw the sacrifice trend that was happening with the food stuff, but I don't think this one is necessarily needed because you're not gonna have a lot of creatures dying yourself. I mean, you are gonna be sacrificing your tokens. Actually, you know what? No, yeah, keep Dictate of Erebos. I say ignore everything I just said. I see. Maybe Parallel Lives can be cut. Does it make them food artifacts? It does. Okay, so that one can stay. Or the what is it? The Viridian Revel. That I'd say that'll stay. Cut the Witch's Oven. I'd say cut the Witch's Oven. Everything else is already a food token. You don't get benefits from just having the food tokens. You get benefits from sacking them. And so if you're making a bunch of low tokens that become, you don't really get the 2 food token benefit that much. Cut Arcane Signet. I don't think cards like Arcane Signet or Command Tower are really needed in 2-color decks. They're definitely irrelevant in monocolor decks. I hate seeing Arcane Signet in a monocolor deck. It makes no sense. There's only 1 mana cost, brother. You don't need it. And if you have a strong enough land base, Arcane Signet won't be needed. So you'll get your free mana of any color rather than paying 2 to get a mana of any color. And since this isn't a thing where you benefit a lot from just having artifacts in general on the board, definitely cut Arcane Signet. And let's see, what else? Okay. Maybe the Talisman of Resistance. Like, you can keep the Golgari Signet, but maybe cut the Talisman of Resistance. Or Resilience, sorry. Let's see. Destroy. You got a good amount of removal. Okay. Golgari Charm can stay. Heroic Intervention, Crows and Grip. Got a lot. I say you got a lot of removal here. Oh, your way rating in. Alright, I'll throw up one more givey for the night. Because I was actually just about to raid out to you guys, I'm not gonna lie. I was just sitting here talking with Kyrie, waiting to see if there was any last purchases for the night. So, I'll throw up one more givey for you guys. This is gonna be my last givey of the night. This is also a last call for, yeah, there we go. This is going to be a last call for anything you want to get from the bin. If you want to participate in the auto box, this is just kind of like a, hey, you know, last call of the night. So make sure to hop in that givey. I'm just talking cards with Kyrie right now, so, you know, do not think that, you know, you have to wait for anything. If you see something in the box, go ahead and buy it. If you want to hop in the auto box, let me know. We still have the Dol Amaroth, the Galaxy Foil Blood Crypt, and the Force of Will. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, go ahead, hop in the auto box, take your chance. Just looking at the board right now, if you're going to be making a lot of tokens, I don't think you need 38 creatures. I'd say I don't think that's going to be a requirement to have that many creatures on the board, because you'll have the tokens in theory. And I think what you need is that if you want to be sacrificing tokens, definitely start cutting some of these and replacing them with token generators. So like, Bone Cash Overseer can go in my opinion. This one just doesn't seem to have as much value for the deck as it could. Let's see. Maybe Brightest Arisen Nightmare can also be cut. Cauldron Familiar is a good pick. I'm not going to front. Cauldron Familiar is a really good pick for this one. So the folks that are just now hopping in, this is going to be the last giveaway of the night. Then I'm going to raid out. So now's the chance to grab anything from the box, to hop in the auto box if you guys want anything from there. Let's see. Bathroom, turns up. Yeah, something I would start doing, Kyrie, is that like start replacing either some of these with a token generating creature or just something that will make you tokens. I think you should hone in on squirrel tokens. I'm not gonna front. Bloomburrow had a lot of good support for that. So you just look at the commander deck and the stuff that was available during then. Pretty solid. Mazrik is a good pick. Mazrik is a really good pick for this. You can cut Reclamation Sage. You have a really strong removal base. Reclamation Sage is just kind of an overpriced removal for a 2-1. It's not going to get you that much value, so I feel like you can cut that as well. Let's see. Mirkwood Backs is solid. That can stay. Sakura can stay as well for a good ramp piece. Huh. Interesting. That's what I would recommend for now. I'm going to take a look at this give again, make sure things are going good over here. I'd say, yeah, that was your last chance to hop in, grab anything from the box. We have EOE sealed, we have Commander decks. We have a bunch of stuff from a bunch of other sets. We have like Gate Crash. We have Born of the Gods, Ultimate Masters. What is that? Shadow over Innistrad. So if anything looks interesting to you, just let me know. We can take a look at it. We got about a minute left on this givey. This is just going to be the last givey of the night. And then I would not take out the Demonic Tutor, actually. I would keep the Demonic Tutor. And here's why. Because the Tutor can let you find already, like, cards that you would need already to complete things. I am a big advocate for Tutors because Tutors make games go quicker. I can tell you my #1 complaint is sitting in a game because nobody has any of the cards that they need so that they can do stuff, and everyone's just kind of sitting there waiting to see what will happen. And then it's always at the end of the game, they'll start pulling back, oh, this is the card I need, this is the card I need. Get a Tutor. Tutor for the card you need, make the game go by quicker, win your games. I hate the fact that they say, oh, if you run Tutors, it increases the bracket. No, it doesn't. It makes the game move quicker. And I just hate the way it makes it seem like, oh, it's a power play, it's a power play. It's not that much of a power play. I think all decks should have at least some form of a Tutor so that they can start doing what they want to do with their deck. Popsicle, congratulations on winning our giveaway. You got a Duskmourn pack. Now let's see what we got inside this pack. And I hope I'm leaving you all with this wealthy nugget of knowledge here. Run Tutors. A very wise elk once said that. Run Tutors. And I agree with him. Ooh, that's a really nice art card. Art cards are always a good sign to me. They mean good packs. We got Spectral Snatcher. Full Art Plains. Ooh. Walk-in Closet to Forgotten Cellar. You may play lands from the graveyard. When you unlock this door, cast spells from your graveyard this turn. And if your card would be put into your graveyard from anywhere this turn, exile it instead. Piggy Bank. Stay Hidden, Stay Silent. Defiled Crypt and Cadaver Lab. Patch Plaything. Appendage Amalgam. Found Footage. Unable to Scream, Manifest Dread, Friendly Ghost, Resurrected Cultist, Rampaging Soul Rager. Alright, congratulations, Bubsicle. That is going to be the end of our stream for the night, though. I'm going to be raiding out shortly. I hope you all have a great night tonight, and I hope you all had a great time here. Let's see. Who's on right now? Who's on right now? Let's raid out to... Trying to see who we're gonna raid out to. Let's raid out to... We are gonna raid out to Kraken Hits. Good night, y'all. I hope you guys had a good time. I'll be seeing you guys Thursday, but we are streaming again throughout this week, so make sure to hop in whenever if you want to grab something from the bin. But if you're ready for more singles, I'll see you Thursday night. Hope you guys all have a good night.